booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I am back with another video. This is just a disclaimer. I'm sick, my nose is kind of stuffy, and my throat is really sore, but I still wanted to record a video today. I have been MIA for like a week, I think, but I have a video that should be going up today. I edited it yesterday, and it's my February book haul, even though March is right now and current, and it's the end of March. Slacking a little bit, but I'm gonna just catch everything up. I have a few videos coming your way. I have some new things and new content. Today I wanted to talk about diversity on Booktube. It's not a tag or anything, but I felt like it was something that was important because it was one of the main reasons why I made my channel to begin with. In this video, I'm gonna just bring up 5 questions that I made up here, and I'm going to answer them. But I just want to start off this video by saying that all of the well-known booktubers or booktubers that do not fit in the diversity category, this is no offense to any of you. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want anyone to feel subjected to like my opinion. I'm just gonna speak my mind and speak what I think is important, as long as I don't lose my voice when it comes to diversity on YouTube. So let us begin. The first question of the 5 that I have listed is, why is diversity on Booktube important? Diversity on Booktube is important because you don't want the viewers to grow accustomed to one type of specific look when it comes to booktubers or people that read. I feel it's really important to have like a broad aspect of all types of readers and booktubers, because within society I feel like we're pushed and attracted more to what we're used to seeing. So I feel like it's important that we don't seclude different cultures and things like that within the booktubing community. And it just seemed like every time I read a book or had a book or was reading, and someone that I don't know will come up to me and be like, oh, like I didn't know you were a reader. Especially at work, someone always comes up to me and is like, oh, I didn't know you were a reader. Oh, you didn't look like the type that reads. I'm like, well, what is the type of people that read? Somebody with glasses, like hanging out in the library all day. It's just weird. Like, how do you deem what a specific type of person looks like that reads? It's a hobby. I don't understand that. And then they would go into details of like, oh, well, you have a lot of tattoos. I don't get that connection, and I think that the only way that people can understand, there's all different types of readers. We don't all look the same, obviously. I feel like that's common sense, but I feel like the only way that we can get people to understand that is if we have a more diverse community, or we have more booktubers that look different. I'm just trying to recruit all the peeps that I can. And if there's no diverse booktubers on YouTube, then people won't feel like they're represented. It's really important to be able to connect with somebody on a different level. It's always important to have like that connection with booktubers or people that you're watching, whether you're black, white, Mexican, oriental, gay, bisexual, transgender, whatever. If you are watching YouTube or you're watching booktube and you don't see someone that you identify with, then make a booktube or make a YouTube. You might be that person for someone else. At the end of the day, there's always someone out there that feels the same way that you do. When you're like looking for someone that you identify with and you don't see anyone on there, there's somebody out there that feels the same way. And if you start a YouTube or a booktube, then they'll be able to draw that connection with you, and that'll be amazing. Second question that I have was, what makes you diverse? Well, first of all, I'm black. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm black. Yeah, I'm black. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm thicker. I have tattoos everywhere. I just feel like I'm not the average. I don't really see too many booktubers on YouTube that look like me or that I identify with. So I feel like I'm way up in the diversity box. There's a lot of booktubers that I enjoy their channels because of their content, their personality, and like the opinions they have on different types of books, and just for like book recommendations and stuff like that. But I don't feel like I identify with any booktubers so far, because I just started booktubing, but so far I haven't seen anyone that looks the way that I do. The third question that I have is, do I feel that booktube is cliquey based on race? I don't think so. I don't think that booktube is cliquey based on race. I think that you connect with the people that you see similarities with. If I'm somebody that does not like working out at all, like whatsoever, I'm not going to go to the gym and find a best friend and be like, oh my god, let's be besties. Like, you're going to identify with somebody that you relate to, obviously. And I don't feel like within the booktubing community that it's secluded to groups based on their race. I feel like it's pretty open, and I feel like a lot of readers are very open to learning and cultures and all that, and have a very open and liberal mindset, I guess you could say. So I don't see any prejudices in the community at all. And it's just like a natural thing. And I think that Booktube is a community, and it's a growing community, and I'm hoping that in time we'll start recruiting more people from different cultures or different ethnicities or backgrounds or whatever, just to have a more broad understanding of everyone's lifestyle. I think that's really important. I know that we all love reading, we all love learning, we all love expanding our knowledge to different things. There's so many booktubers that read books that have a main character that's a different race than them, and I think that we're so open as readers to like different cultures and stuff like that. I think it's important for us to have different cultures within our community as well. The fourth question that I have is things you've dealt with as a diverse booktuber. Me personally, I can only speak on my own experience, but the main thing, I'm gonna think about the main thing that's aggravated me the most as a book reader and being black. I feel like a lot of people give me books to read that are like an urban culture, or like more of like a black narration, or like solely black group of characters, which I obviously do not have a problem with at all. I don't mind reading urban books, but it's not really like my top type of books I like to read. Honestly, like my favorite books usually are fantasy. I'm not really big on like urban novels. Like I've read a couple of Sister Souljah's books, and Jerome Dickey and Zane, and like all of the other types of books, only because I used to read my mom's books. She had on her bookshelf growing up. So I've read books like that, and my cousin is more into like urban type books, so sometimes she'll read a book and be like, you have to read this, and give it to me, and I'll read it and be like, oh, okay. Like, it's not in my top 5. I'm not big on like urban type books. It's just not really my thing. I don't mind reading it, but it's not like my number one choice. And then people think because I'm a reader and because I'm black that all I read is like urban novels. And if you are a reader and you are black and you mainly read urban books, that's fine. That's your thing. But don't assume. Like, please stop gifting me urban novels. Like, please ask me what type of books I like to read, because I promise you my TBR list is extremely long. It's like 300 books. So if you ask me just one book on that very long list, I will give you 2, and you can pick either one of those. But don't try to assume or think you know what type of books I like to read, because 99% of the time people get it wrong, very wrong. Or they give me like, or because I'm a girl, they'll give me like love novels. Like, I hate love stories. Now that is something that I do not like. I'm not big on romance novels and like sappy type books at all. So those are the 2 books that I always get gifted, and I'm like, why do people do this to me? Like urban or love stories, I don't mind reading, but it's just not something I would be like, I have to read this, unless it's like characters that I've been following and that I already care about. And my 5th and final question is, what are my goals as a diverse booktuber? Like, firstly, I just want to say I don't want to put myself in a box. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just the diverse booktuber, like only diverse people come here. I'm not trying to put myself in a box whatsoever. I'm just trying to grow the community, and I don't want people to veer away from my videos solely because I talk about diversity or whatever like that. I just think it's very important. That's number 1. Number 2 is, my biggest thing that I want, obviously, is maybe for like younger girls to look up to me. I guess like younger, I'm gonna try to keep my language clean. So if I have like younger viewers, like my niece, Jakaya, she watches my videos, but I really want like younger girls to watch my videos and be like, oh, you know, like reading is cool, like reading's okay. Like, it really is cool. Like, I know I sound like such a nerd saying that, but reading is so awesome. And it just really pulls you away from like your everyday issues and pulls you into like a different story. Like, whenever I'm like sad or angry or whatever, if I read a book, I completely forget about everything. Like, of course, when I put that book down, those problems are still there. But I think it's really important for people to see that reading is cool and that reading is awesome. That's pretty much my only goal. I just want other people to have an escape. Have someone that you can identify with and have someone you can connect with, and that'll make you feel better, because that's really important. You know, growing up is already tough enough. The older you get, the harder it gets. It's really good to have a role model or have someone that you can, you know, watch their videos and just be like, oh, laugh or connect with them. It's important to have that. So I just really, my goal is to just be someone's escape. I want to have people watch me and just feel like relieved or, you know, agree with my opinions or laugh or whatever, if that makes sense. And I want to like teach people things. That's mainly my goal as a diverse booktuber. That is all I have for this video, you guys. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I just did 5 questions there and talked about it. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, you know, like it, whatever you got to do. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye.